Hey, this Derp, and I got a serious question to ask you guys.
Yeah.
What is the coolest Transformer you bought lately? All of you, like one at a time, just let me know.
Put it in the notes. Yeah, we're gonna use that for one of the questions, man. That's a good question.
Okay,
Like
so I'm already ahead of myself.
At the end of the show, he answered listener questions.
Oh, okay.
He's brand new, you guys.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm as green as you can get on this. I'm a virgin.
Hey, JC, you didn't tell him that we were on the radio, did you?
Nah.
Okay.
Don't cuss, right? You'll be okay.
No, you can
No,
cuss.
you can cuss.
Fucking goddamn fucking son of a bitch, hell yeah.
Since the dawn of time, things have happened. People have talked about those things. First with cave paintings, then with language, writing, and art. In our time, we use the internet. From the depths of nerdom come four guys who talk about things too. World-famous internet celebrity Justin L. The destroyer of BotCon, Bedbugs. A man who rejects the concept of catch and release, Justin Catfish. And the customizing powerhouse, makoaspire. And Tyler F. This is Tko The Derppearance.
Hey, everybody. This is Justin L, and this is TKO Podcast. This is number 41. We're coming at you Thursday night, or Sunday, I guess, if it comes out on time. And I have my usual bunch of degenerates, and then we brought somebody a little bit classier this time. We got a very special guest. He's famous, but he doesn't know it. So I guess I'll go ahead and start with how's everybody doing? Start with Chris.
Fuck me.
Nice. Hard or soft?
Nah, about a day and a half ago, fucking allergies started to fucking kick in. Probably hear it in my voice.
You need to get some Bedrin.
I had Zyrtec, man. Zyrtec D.
Nope, man.
Not the fucking shit you got out in the aisle. I got fucking ask for it.
You need vegan gummy bears.
No.
It should clear you out.
Show your ID
That's what I'm
for
talking
that
about.
shit.
That does have pseudo in it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's working, but it's taking its good old time.
Life.
So are we doing how are you, what'd you get, or just how are you?
Yeah, sure. What'd you get?
I don't think I got any robots, but I got a fucking mixer to make this podcast sound better. And then I had to buy some cords. Then I had to buy a fucking computer controller. Now I need some RCA to fucking 1/4-inch jack adapters. Every time I turn around, I need something else for this fucking thing.
Nice. Hey, this is Derp. I want to tell y'all what I got, man.
What the fuck is this?
I got me a tall boy with a fucking little pretty bitch.
What the hell?
What was that?
What?
Wasn't me.
That's
I don't know.
No.
Did we
All right, so let's continue in order. Bedbugs, what'd you get and how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I didn't get anything this week. Still recovering from paying off a bunch of debt. So got paid
Nice.
today. Got paid today, and I'll get paid again tomorrow. Benefit of working 2 jobs. So
You going to Pizza Ranch?
no, but I'm definitely gonna be keeping my eyes out for a Tripticon or 2.
Nice. You should buy all of them and scout one. All right, so go ahead, man.
Bugs.
But
How's the diet going?
it's going. I've been trying to keep things down to the lower calorie side. I've successfully dodged drinking any soda. Well, let's see. I think I did have 1 can of soda in 2 weeks, which is actually pretty good.
Are you sure you want to join my gym?
I've been thinking about rejoining a gym, but
No, my gym, motherfucker.
your gym?
Yup. I'm going to give you a gun and a bullet and a brick.
What the fuck? Explain.
You either gotta run around with that brick and lose some weight, or you can kill yourself.
All right.
Got two.
All right, so I guess next up we got JC.
What up?
What'd you get this week, man?
Man, I ain't get shit. Oh, I got some new shoes and some clothes, but man, I went to the zoo today. It was hot as fuck out, and tired.
Nice. Was it like part of the Popeyes like team, like
team building?
team activity? Yeah, team building activity shit.
Exactly what it was, man.
Did you see any of Jerry's relatives?
The chickens there, man. I was like, fuck. Motherfuckers look mighty good, too. They had some big hindquarters on them.
And I think they're all fucking protected in that zoo.
Yeah,
Please.
I know. That's some bullshit. And those motherfuckers look tasty.
That didn't stop Jerry from trying to crawl in, right?
Jerry wasn't there, man. He had to hold down the store.
Jerry's getting a new hand. All right, and we actually got a very special guest tonight, which he kind of already piped up. We got the world famous Derp on the air tonight.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Hey, so here's what I got today. I got a hangover, like at 6 o'clock this morning. And then I got a lawnmower, which is
Nice.
gas, yeah. And yeah, that's about all I got, man.
Did you get any charges this week?
No, not this week, but tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, all right, man. That's the kind of attitude I like.
So interesting.
Hi, bud.
That's right. Hey, you know what? I want to throw out a very special welcome and thank you for Dub for having me on. You guys rock. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, man.
I've been hearing about you guys for a long time. It's been a long time coming to be able to talk to you guys. So, yeah, good shit, good shit.
Well, I mean, we did see your video extra, you answering the 13 questions, but did it cut off at 12?
It might have.
Possible.
I don't remember.
Messenger will only send fucking so much video through.
Yeah.
That's what I thought happened. Yeah, I thought it cut off early.
But you got at least 12 in.
Mm-hmm.
But here, we can start with the whole new 13 if you guys have 13 questions to ask me, like different ones.
Well, we're working on another set of 13, but we haven't done anything, because we're trying our hardest not to have any repeat guests for as long as possible.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear reruns.
Speaking of reruns, when's your next court date?
I don't have one yet.
You bet.
Like I said, tonight's early, tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see what happens when I leave here.
Yeah, he's gonna be fucking wasted by the time he has to drive home.
I'm already halfway. What are you talking about?
That's like 30 miles away.
Jesus Christ, man.
This is fucking like listening to sober and drunk JC argue with himself.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is like watching cops with no video. That's what it sounds like.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Fuck you! I'm running.
All right.
I think we should start a GoFundMe or whatever to pool our money together and send a taser over to that house and just see what happens.
Yeah, man, they're cheap.
My next bond hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need about $1,300.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Hey, Dirk, how many times have you, A, either shot or put JC in the hospital for some reason?
Never. But
Yeah, because you didn't take him to the hospital.
One time he put me in the hospital.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my ass whooped by him.
Damn, man, JC's mean.
Dub ain't no fucking slouch, dude. He'll fuck you up.
If he can catch you.
Derp, did you deserve it?
Yes, I did. That's the honest God truth, Your Honor. I feel like I'm on video fucking court TV right now.
Nice.
Yes, Your Honor, I did deserve it. No, yes, I did get my ass whooped. On multiple occasions.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, you could have had it right now. Live action.
All right, so JL, what'd you get this week?
JL, what did you get this week?
I got a dead hard drive that I didn't know was dead that I bought a year ago.
Nice.
I finally used it, and I put it in the computer, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. It's one of them new hybrid ones, and installed Windows, and it ran for about 2 hours after that, and then got slow as shit. So it's dead. Luckily, it's still under warranty, so they're sending me another one.
Mm.
It'll
It'll probably be dead, too.
What company?
Seagate.
Seagate are usually alright.
Yeah, my oldest, I had a 1.5 terabyte I've been using for like 10 years, dude.
Wow.
It wouldn't die, so I moved it over to Xbox Media Duty. I think that's all I got, man. I don't know if I said I got Rogue last week, but I did. Rogue's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I think you did say.
Okay. I know I got some shit, and I just can't remember what I got. But it's fine. Whatever it wasn't anything important. It's probably something broken.
Hmm.
All right, so I guess let's move on to the news. Badcube's going out of business. I'm sorry. Badcube, Steamroll, and Recon. Their versions of Sideswipe and Red Alert.
They look
We've all
fine.
had on the shelf. What did you say, JC?
I think they look fine, man. They're going. I'm in on both these motherfuckers.
I might have to get the
They look
Sideswipe.
good. They look pretty good, but I mean, is it really worth switching them out?
I think so.
I don't think they're that good.
I think the old MPs are outdated and they look like blocks of shit compared to the new stuff.
I mean, it's pretty much a lateral move. I mean, it looks a little bit better. I mean, definitely the face sculpt, not this in this picture. You know, they claim there's bad lighting and shit. I think they fucking put the wrong face on it. But they showed better pictures of the faces, and it looks more cartoon accurate.
Yeah, the only thing this has going for it is, for me, is the proportions are a little better. A little taller, a little thinner.
Right.
But they don't necessarily look like they're any better, you know, not quality-wise or anything.
Well, I think the car modes actually are better. Like it feels like what Hasbro did with Sunstreaker to their Sunsurge. This is what they're trying to do to Hasbro's MPs. It feels like it's.
Oh, I see what you do, Takara. Now I fuck you.
Well, it feels like it's a much better improvement, as JC said, on these two figures, because MP Sideswipe is a dated mold. I really like how they integrated the missile launcher on the shoulder.
That's kind of cool.
So you don't even have to remove it. And then all the accessories, that's like with the rocket pack, I assume it can attach to Optimus, but
You assume too much, probably.
Yeah, I can't remember, man. Did they actually have those cannons in the cartoon? Or was it just the toys?
I don't know about Red Alert, but
Sideswipe had it?
yeah. I don't remember if Red Alert did, but I know Sideswipe did.
Okay, yeah, I can
And then
remember.
he had his fancy little pile drivers. I mean, his jackhammers.
Yeah, it comes with two of them, so you can do extra jackhammering.
And what's with the cones? Is he fucking, like, piping on icing or something?
I don't know, man. That's wild. I guess it's drills. Maybe he had drill hands at some point. We don't remember. Pretty sure I'd remember that, but, you know.
But it's like, if I didn't already have the MPs, I would definitely get these, but I'm still undecided. I'd like to see them up close before I decide to possibly, because my original MP Sideswipe has the paint blemishes on the hood, and it's kind of annoying and distracting, so I might actually, I'm leaning more towards getting the Sideswipe one, if I get one at all.
My Sideswipe had that too. I sent it back to China and made them send me another one. So.
Have you guys ever thought about like hanging out with girls?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
this derp here. I'm gonna pipe in for
Sure.
a minute here.
No,
three of
married,
us
dude.
are married.
Oh well, fuck you guys.
And
are
Bedbugs
So
is
fuck
gay.
no, we don't want to hang around with girls.
Fuck you, JL.
Hey, man, it's cool, bud. Why don't you come out, man?
JC, he's your side piece. You shush.
Yeah, he is kind of my side piece.
Yeah. Him and Tyler.
Nah.
But
So,
yeah,
yeah.
so who,
Go ahead.
is anybody buying both of
No.
these?
I might. I'm new to the MP game, so I'm new enough to where I don't give a fuck. I don't have any attachment to the original ones, and I was fucking upgrade in a second.
He's gonna buy it.
So-
Yeah.
Yes. And then I'm gonna buy it off of him for $40 next year.
You gotten to the point where you've gotten both Red Alert and Sideswipe, JC?
Yeah, I got both of the plus
Okay.
versions. Dude, I have everything. I have every fucking Takara Autobot so far, and most of the cons except for the goddamn Seekers because I'm waiting on Make Toys.
Nice. Yeah, everybody's waiting on them make toys now.
Yeah, I caught up in fucking 6 months. I got every fucking MP pretty much available. Besides the really expensive ones like Fanstoys and Sex and Will.
Them insects are money, dude.
Tesla.
Yeah, I'm not spending $400 on a set.
No, they're worth it. They're worth. If you can get all three of them at 400, it's worth it.
I forgot what I gave Joe for his, but I'm glad I bought him when I did from him.
Yeah, these stupid prices now. So I'm just gonna wait it out and see what Takara comes up with besides fucking bullshit. We'll see what happens. Who knows? They might fucking release them.
They probably will eventually.
Yeah. We're doing the Dinobots right now, so
Re-release them in Diaclone colors.
yeah.
All right. And so I guess Chris and you and Bedbugs are buying Sideswipe.
Possibly.
That's the one I'm leaning towards. And if I'm impressed by it, I might just get the Red Alert too. And I don't know. I'm not committing one way or another on that one.
Yeah,
I might take Keener.
I have no interest in upgrading my Red Alert. The Takara one's fine. Or the KO. I don't remember which one I bought. Probably the KO.
Oh God, you got hepatitis
Yeah, hepatitis. Who's got hepatitis?
from the knockoff Red Alert.
Oh. I was gonna say, man, Derp's sitting pretty close to me.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Now that's
Resentful.
syphilis.
Oh, gross. Speaking of syphilis, up next we have the Power of the Primes. They're making a Dinobot Combiner freaking box set.
Where the fuck are they gonna sell it?
In hell.
Looks like China.
Am I supposed to assume that big box has all the other little boxes inside of it?
No.
Because that's what it looks like they're showing.
It probably is packed that way just with how deep it is.
Yeah, it's packed. What it is they're putting the American ones in there that didn't sell and then selling them to the Chinese.
It's all cardboard packaging. That's
It's
all it
fucking
is.
cardboard with fucking Swiss ties around it.
Yep. You're not
Yep.
getting it.
Just make the box look big, cause
It
Yep.
looks like it comes with a little notebook so you can write a diary about where it all went wrong.
It also needs to come with that fucking perfect effect kit that hasn't been made yet.
Yeah. They ain't gonna make it, man. Like 8 people bought this shit.
yeah, this shit is trash.
It's terrible. It's sad because I got the first 2 Dinobots and they're fine, but they're just way too small.
Hey, but they did add the fucking shit to canon finally and put it in a cartoon. So
Hey. Have you guys ever played with Transformers? Oh, weed. It's the best, man. You're like, who's in the trees? Who's in the trees? I don't know, man.
Hey, Dirt. I'm usually high, so yeah.
I've broken them while drunk before.
Now you guys are on my level, and now I can fucking holler at you.
Yeah.
Bitch, I ain't stopped vaping since we started the show.
Yeah.
You should see Chris take a hit through his asshole and blow it out of his mouth.
And my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm working on getting it to come out my pubes.
Gross.
Nobody's buying this. Nobody's buying. What's this next thing?
Inferno.
Oh, yeah. Nobody
Inferno, and then I guess that combiner's name is Snuffleupagus or something.
Snuffle up again.
Snuffleupagus.
I don't know what the
Isn't
fuck they're doing.
that a Sesame Street character?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's garbage.
I might buy the Firestar or whatever the hell her name is, the red girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna buy the little Pretender because I like them. They don't take up any fucking room.
One right there you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That one ain't too bad. The red fire girl, whatever you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red chick.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
She got a big old booty, though, like, hung up on her back.
Nah.
This is just she's a repaint of the Moonracer mold.
Yeah. Just pretend she's smuggling drugs across the border. And then we're getting a cindersaur and an outback. Like we never saw that outback coming.
Yeah.
I mean, what's smoke with outback.
The cindersaur is a little bit out of left field.
Yeah, but it's the only other thing they could have painted that out of.
True.
Unless they did a Dinobot. You know, like Dinobot, which I have. God, please don't do that. That's a dumb idea.
Oh,
You know what I want?
Really,
Huh?
I want them to make a Dinobot out of that mold.
Well, if they make the face sculpt accurate and give me the tail, then yeah, I'll stick that fucker on top of the toilet or something. Display him in the bathroom on the toilet.
Well,
I'll get drunk one night and see if I can piss him off the edge. You know, like the little game at the fair.
with how small the Beast Wars characters are supposed to be to the G1 counterparts, it'd actually be in scale with Chug, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. Speaking of stupid, Voodoo Robots Ironhide, MP scale Ironhide that I thought has been dead for 2 years, I guess has showed back up.
Blech.
Tyler just pulled this out of the fucking archives.
No, I heard that they're still working on this shit.
Yeah,
Why?
this is current. Because people aren't happy with fucking MP Ironhide's diaper.
You know what doesn't make me happy? The fucking Voodoo one being the replacement.
I'll tell you what, I have the Ratchet version of Voodoo, and it's good.
I have the Diaclone one, the black one. It's okay.
You got that guy, don't you?
Yeah, I got the good one.
See, I like to go with if there's mold mates like this in Ratchet, Inferno, and Grapple. I like to get one of each, or one from one from the other.
But usually that's just one real one and one knockoff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Like for instance, my Inferno is Backdraft, and my Grapple is Masterpiece Grapple.
I love the Masterpiece fucking Inferno and Grapple mold though. They're awesome. I really like the Ironhide mold. People bitch about it, but I actually think it's halfway decent, especially considering when it came out.
I love that fucking Ironhide mold. I think it looks great. You're not gonna look perfect.
Right.
I tell you what, in referencing Bobby's review of this thing before, or of Ironhide, one of his main things was he looks like he's fucking walking around with a keg on his fucking chest.
Nice. Well, that's how I live my life.
True. But this Voodoo Robots does seem to address that. It makes him look a little bit more, just athletic.
My Ironhide wasn't athletic. Not really.
Yeah, so some of the cartoon appearances of him have that chest like protruding out way out.
Oh yeah,
it's like a refrigerator.
Anorexic, to be honest with you.
He's hungry.
Yeah, he's very hungry. He needs a sandwich.
Yeah, he needs some sugar-free gummy bears. I'll bloat his ass up. Or some vegan gummy bears, not sugar-free. Although the sugar-free ones will fucking kill you.
Yeah, they will, man.
I actually ate a whole bag of those one time without even knowing. Like, I knew they were sugar-free. It was the only ones they sold at the candy store next door to me because they didn't really sell a lot that they didn't make themselves back then. But they had a little sugar-free department, and I saw gummy bears. I'm like, I like gummy bears. Then I ate the whole 8-ounce bags, like fucking half a pound of them things. I thought I was going to die, dude.
Yuck.
Like, I was working, too, by myself, man. I had to lock the door so I could go diarrhea fart shit all over the fucking bathroom.
Don't ever do that again, folks.
No, that stuff gives you horrible gas, man.
Man, you try being in fucking jail and having a fucking cellmate that's a crazy motherfucker. And eat those fucking sugar-free candies, man. You just farting all night. just afraid to get your ass beat.
Hey, this derp, I just got a charge.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm going to jail, guys.
Okay.
Fuck.
Have fun with
This
the butt
just
raid.
in, hot off the presses.
Yeah, I'm going to jail for fucking drunk in public.
Nice.
Yep.
I had that in the pool.
Actually, that's a funny story. If we got a moment, I'll tell you guys a fucking funny story about this stupid
This is
motherfucker.
fucking awesome, dude.
Go for it.
So, like, he fucking moved down here to live with me for a while, and we had this fucking big carnival down the street from my house, and he decides that he's going to go to the fucking carnival, right?
Nice.
He goes to the carnival, and
Yeah,
next day,
fuck
he
yeah.
ain't nowhere to be fucking found at all. Come around 5 o'clock, he finally calls up from the jail talking about, hey, man, I'm in jail. Apparently, I passed out in somebody's front yard, and they found me this morning.
Yeah.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Dirt.
Yep. So then they're like, we're not going to let you out of jail until you blow zeros. So about 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm blowing through the little fucking blow monitor. They're like, nope, you're not good to go. So then I wait like till noon. I blow again. They're like, nope, you're not good to go. Like 5 o'clock that night, the next night, finally I blew zeros. And I called Dub. I'm like, Dub, you got to come get me, dude. Brother, come please right now. They're letting me out, and I don't want to walk all the way to fucking your house. So, thank goodness for Dub. He came and got me, man.
That's awesome.
That was how I got reacquainted with Hiawatha.
Did you have a blood alcohol level of yes?
It was very, very good, yes. It was like, take me to jail and don't let me fuck your mama, yes.
Jesus.
All right, I'm not buying this shit. Who's buying this garbage?
Nah.
No.
Aren't you gonna buy me one?
Nah.
No.
Ain't nobody buying this. The pre-orders have been canceled.
I'm definitely not buying it.
I have no doubt. All right, so move. Say what?
Nothing. Pray call.
Okay. All right. Anyways, moving on. We've got Perfect Effect Megadoragon.
What the fuck is that?
Beast Wars Megatron.
Who cares?
Transmetal Megatron.
Next.
It looks like it's gonna be badass. That's the mate to that Guerrera or whatever the fuck
I like
everybody
it.
has.
This derp, I kind of like that.
The dragon?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool
Yeah.
dragon, but whatever.
Badass.
I mean, I'm not gonna play with it. I just want to look at it.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
All right, never mind, guys. All right, what else you got?
Fanstoys quietly revealed full pics of the Hot Rod prototype. And it looks great.
It looks fine. I don't think it looks real quietly though.
I like it.
Well, they didn't have the face showing before, I don't think, or some shit.
I'd buy it.
It looks fine, but, for me,
No,
the
tough
MP is
in,
fine.
he looks tough in action mode.
I mean, I am noticing a little something weird with his wrists. It looks like they're fucking all the way down on his...
Yeah, you're right about that.
That card mode's on point though, and I kind of want this because
Yep, we're buying it.
you ain't buying it.
Buying it for you for fucking Christmas. Shut up, Dub. Yep.
But yeah, it looks pretty good, man. I might pick it up. It depends on how much it costs and what it ends up looking like when it's done and painted.
Well,
They haven't let me down yet.
the card doesn't fucking scale right. Really.
What was...
It does it, but it's not so far off that it has to be
It's
replaced.
not bad. Not terrible, but it's enough to where like you will notice it if they're standing next to each other on the shelf. Which I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, Arcee's taller than Hot Rod.
Yeah.
I don't feel okay with that.
Well, he ain't getting none of that shit anyways. It's all fucking springers.
Nah, he gonna hit that shit. Don't you worry about it.
He's gonna fuck that little target master. That's what he's gonna fuck. What was Hot Rod's target master's name?
Like Splitfire or something?
Wasn't it
Oh, yeah.
Fireball?
Fireball? I think it was Fireball.
Fireball, that's me.
Fireball.
That's me, man. I love Fireball.
Hey, that alt mode don't look too bad, except for he looks like a drag racer with a rear end drop like that.
The box on the fucking new one says Cavalier.
Really?
No, it doesn't. Hold on.
Okay. I think
Well,
you
it
picked
says-
up your tackle box, JC. Alright, so who's going to buy this? Because I have a feeling that we're all going to end up with this fucker at some point.
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it too.
Nice. We got 2 of them in the Dub and Derp household.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I can't say yes or no because currently my masterpiece version is in car mode
Mm-hmm.
because I have it displayed. The way I have display is all the movie characters, but it's Rodimus instead of Hot Rod. But now I'm thinking about it, like, well, for 95% of the fucking movie, he was Hot Rod.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
I'm content with the Takara one for now.
Yeah, I like him. He works pretty well, man. But I'm probably going to pick this up, so it's not going to matter.
Oh.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Yo.
This Derp, I'm over and out. I get head doors, and I love you guys.
All right, man.
Good time.
Thanks for being on, dude.
Thanks for hanging.
All right, well,
Thanks for having me, and I look forward to
Oh.
talking to you guys again.
before you leave.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
fucker.
Wait a minute. I got one more question for him.
What's up?
Since you didn't get the 13th question on there, what's your go-to sex position?
69, baby.
That's a first.
I love a fucking mouthful of pussy and my dick full of mouth.
Tell your brother he needs to fucking start eating that clam.
I love it. Hey, I'm out, brother. I love you guys.
it.
Hey, man, see you, dude. That's awesome. You heard it here first, world exclusive. Alright, so moving on next, we got some more Arcee for all the people that she's on everybody's mind right now. We have an Arcee statue from, I have no idea.
From Chinese company number 7000.
Yes.
And you know how many neckbeards are going to buy this to fap to?
That's gross. It is really well done, though.
It is, but
Is this-
I think they purposely over-sexualized it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's, when they start sexualizing Transformers to me, that's when I have a problem. Even if it's female. And everybody knows I have no problem with the fucking female form.
Yeah, and then, like, all the angles they're showing you are all just to show off, like, her goods and shit.
Exactly. And seeing this, and I've been saying it to everybody when we talk about it, is, like, I think somebody's paying to fucking make a real doll like this so they can actually fuck it.
Gross.
Oh, I can guarantee you somebody is.
And what sucks is like, if they actually made a figure like this, but a little bit more like, G1 or whatever, like like say it was a figure that doesn't transform like the Drift figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the backpack looks great.
Yeah.
Like, the little things that hang off her back.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she looks like she's wearing a fucking Speedo or some shit, like a G-string or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, that fucking,
get it.
that underneath, up, looking at her ass shot, I mean, that's fucking starting to give me a little bit of rod.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like a robot to me. It looks like a chicken cosplay is what it looks like to me. Wearing body paint is what it is.
Mm.
It looks like a computer-generated image, and let's see how it's colored and looks, But I think.
I hope-
All right, TFCon cosplayers, challenge laid at your feet.
Yeah, do it. I want to see some nasty-looking bitches, like some fat ones dressed up like this.
Jesus Christ. You know what, I'll do it. Fuck it.
And shit.
So who's buying this?
No.
No.
What about if it's a $35 PVC statue?
No.
No.
No. It sucks because it looks like they were like, it looks like whoever designed it can sculpt some shit. I just wish they sculpted it more realistic. More
I
G1
think it
anyway.
looks fine. I like it.
No, shit looks like a hooker, like getting ready to shoot somebody.
That's fine, man. What was Arcee to begin with? She was just Transformer eye candy. That's all. She didn't really do anything of value until she became Daniel's mother.
I don't know about that. She was a pretty interesting character because there was no girls in there before.
Lies.
And she was in there fighting with everybody else.
There were plenty of girls
Why
before
was
her.
there no girls?
Well, you know what I mean.
That's true.
I mean, like in the current cast. How about that?
I'll give you that.
She became a main character instead of a side quest character like all the other fembots.
But she was always
Yeah.
a side piece.
It's
Yeah,
a Springer side piece.
Yeah.
she ain't nothing. She's just a hoe.
You're just a hoe, JC.
You're damn right.
So moving on next, we have our custom spotlight,
Yes, we do.
which is a really cool item. It is I'm going to say what it is and you can talk about it.
Okay.
It's a customized Johnny 5 from Short Circuit, who's one of the coolest robots in movies ever. And
I agree with that.
tell us about this artwork here, Chris.
I'm not completely certain what it is. I mean, it looks right fucking spot on.
I could explain it if you guys want, because I kind of have a little bit of background information on this piece.
You do?
I do.
Well, enlighten us, sir.
So this is a model kit that you can buy off eBay.
That's what JL
this
said
can-
earlier.
That's completely unpainted, and this is some stock photos that were taken off eBay for one that has been painted that was for sale. That Joseph French sent to me because he bought it.
Oh, he bought it?
Oh, cool.
That's what he said. Yeah,
Awesome. I want to hear about it when he gets it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna write Short Circuit 3, and he's gonna do it in stop motion animation.
Wow, okay.
And Derp's gonna do the voice for it.
Good God.
Yeah.
Hey, you sand buddy, what's your name again?
Oh, God, dude.
But I have no idea who painted it. These are just
Ben. Bend over.
but it looks really good. Whoever did it did a really good job on it.
Yeah, they did.
But I think
Yeah, this is something
kit fucking
And now that I know it's just a fucking model kit, I'm buying the motherfucker and I'm putting them on my shelf.
nice.
Yeah, I might buy one, too, just to have it. I might get somebody to paint it. Might get you to paint it one day.
Fuck off.
That one's probably not going to be a freebie. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up getting one of these kits just so I can have it, because one day they're going to be gone, and they're going to either be worth a shitload of money or forgotten. You know?
Be cool if they came fucking pre-painted, man. I'd pay, $150 for something like that.
Yeah, you can buy one pre-assembled for about $150, but not painted.
No, that's fucking. Well, this one went for like 150.
Yeah, he was smart to buy it. I thought about buying it. Because, I mean, it's $88 for the kit, and he put it together and painted it, and that's worth a whole lot more than $75-$80 to me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
I wouldn't paint a damn Gundam for your ass for $75. I hate paint. I hate it. Yeah, he looks cool. Everybody should have one of these. This should be something you can buy in the store.
Yes, and I got a picture
Yeah, I
of
agree.
him holding a ruler, so he's about 12 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
If they did a Hot Toys version of this guy,
I would buy that.
I'd be in on it like a motherfucker.
After messing with the RoboCop, seeing them do something that doesn't have any cloth, it's fucking amazing.
But then again, I'm still waiting on my batteries not included, guys. I've been trying to get for fucking ever.
Can you actually get those?
You can get little model kits off eBay.
Get the fuck
I
out
didn't
of here.
know that. No way, dude. I used to love that shit when I was a kid.
Yeah, I know. We need some toys of them fuckers, man, with the LEDs and everything.
86 was the fucking year of the Lovable Robot movie.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
And that's also the year they killed Optimus Prime, too.
Yep.
Oh.
So not so lovable.
I wonder if that's why I love this shit so much. Is because Optimus Prime died and I needed something.
Stephanie.
That's possible. But, he came back in 87, so it's all good.
Yeah. So who's buying this?
Hey.
Eric?
I'll
No.
pass. I love Short Circuit, but not enough to buy a figure for it.
What about you, JC?
I can't paint, so no.
I'm probably gonna buy one and then bribe Chris to do it.
It's
Or
a
maybe
lot
I
of
learned
work,
to
man.
maybe I learned to paint. I don't know. Yeah, he looks awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on, let's go to Knockoff Korner.
Yay!
Oh, God.
This is something that nobody wanted the first time. And now it's the wrong colors.
What? No, nobody
A
vomited?
little bit. It's a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it was gray prototypes at that point. It's just the oversized.
I wish they were still fucking gray.
Yeah.
And they're not oversized either.
They're not?
I don't think so.
No,
I thought they were.
I think they're a 1-to-1. No, I think they're a 1-to-1. Well, I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, I don't want it. Fuck it. Throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they fucking chose these fucking romper-room fucking colors.
It's supposed to be Power Rangers.
No.
Well, I get the Grimlock and the Slag, but I don't understand why they went with the other paint colors for the other ones if they're trying to do a Power Rangers homage.
I don't know. They're going to release 2 kits. You have to buy both kits to get all the right colors.
Go fuck yourself.
This thing should come with a fucking bowling ball so you can just play bowling with it. Just stand them up and hit them from across the room with the ball. Yeah, basically, these are wrong-colored Power of the Primes Dinobots. May or may not be oversized. I can't remember. But either way, it just tells you how big of a piece of shit it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they would have done, like, Snarl in yellow and Swoop in pink and then Sludge in black, then that would better match what they're
How about they just do all this shit in G2 colors, and then somebody might actually want it? I'd buy it if it was G2.
Yeah, I'd be fine if they did a G1 and a G2 set.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just right out of fucking left field. Okay.
The only reason I'd want a G2 set is because I don't think that Takara's going to make one. A real one. I don't really want the set to begin with, but I might buy a G2 set just because, like, you know, how often are you going to get a G2 set of Dinobots without buying the fans' toys?
Yeah, I was just going to say Fanstoys.
Yeah, they only made 3 G2s. I got one of them. I don't have the other 2 yet.
Well, was there ever... Because, like, weren't there only 3 Dinobots released in G2?
Yeah, there was only 3. That's why they only made 3.
It was Grimlock, Slag, and Snarl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But was there ever any, like, concept images of what the other 2 would look like in G2 colors, or...
I'm pretty sure there was. I just can't remember what it looked like. All right, so I guess
the Loch Ness Monster.
So if you were to do a G2 slash, what colors would you have painted it?
a G2 slash
Pink.
gray, because it would be dead because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, but hypothetically, if it
pink.
If it had to come out in a box set in G2 colors, they're obviously gonna repaint it some color. I mean, they had the frickin' Power Glide. They created a G2 paint job for it when they did the aerial bots. You know, there was no way that if they did a box set for this that they wouldn't include the Raptor.
I would have painted it camo green so I can throw it in the woods and never find it. All right, so let's move on. We got our asshole of the week. And we'll give that to JC, everybody's favorite asshole on the show.
My asshole of the week, man, I went to the zoo today, and I fucking hate zoos. And I think all zoos are assholes, and I just want to shut them all down because I hate them so much.
You realize if you shut them down, a lot of animals would actually go extinct.
That's fine.
Okay, just making sure.
It's okay, man. I fucking hate going through there and seeing all them animals locked up that shouldn't be locked up, and I think it's pointless. So,
it's like animal jail.
Yeah, basically. I seen a bald eagle today that was locked in a little cage.
It's probably being rehabilitated.
Bitch, they got better lives than they would out in the fucking wild. They're fucking fed every day. They're made sure that they don't have any predators. They don't gotta worry about dick. They just fucking lounge.
You don't have to worry about JC shooting them.
They sit in these little fucking cages and hate their lives, man. You ever seen a fucking silverback gorilla locked in a fucking zoo before?
Well, yeah, I mean, the bigger animals...
Yeah, I've been to jail before.
The bigger animals, yeah. I mean, there's no fucking predator other than man for a fucking silverback gorilla.
But I'm talking like big cats, big fucking gorillas, bears, fucking bald eagles, man. Them motherfuckers don't...
You're talking about predators.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if you lock a goddamn snake up in a fucking cage because that thing don't care. But, you know, like, there's no reason for a beautiful black fucking cheetah to be fucking sitting in a goddamn zoo somewhere. You know, the motherfuckers need to be free. And people give you that bullshit. Well, I'm not gonna fucking teaching kids about fucking conservation and the zoos fucking give programs to the fucking animals. No, they don't. They were feeding me that shit when I was 5 years old.
I get the impression that quite a few of these animals may have been like abducted from the wild, and then people were keeping them as pets and then they get confiscated, and then they end up in zoos
this
as well.
Is a zoo. This is a zoo where they're breeding fucking wild animals for fucking human entertainment. You know what I mean? Don't fucking, I know that goddamn eagle could fly today. Man, if you'd opened that cage, he'd have been gone. Just living
You probably
in
would
the
have mauled
Mississippi
you.
River. But that shit pisses me off, man. I don't want to see freedom in a cage.
America!
I feel you, man, but like where we are, like our Busch Gardens, like they have bald eagles there, and like they're ones that like are injured, so they can't even fly. Like something happened.
That's a different thing. That's like a raptor project. Those are, that's a completely different thing. But like, rehabilitation for an animal is different than fucking having a perfectly good animal on display just fucking so people can sit there and eat fucking popcorn and get fat and look stupid at the animals.
And you had me at eat popcorn and get fat.
Yeah, I know I did.
Ugh.
It bothers me for some reason. I don't like it.
So what's your opinion of, like, the circus?
I fucking hate circuses, man. They're fucking just... That's even worse. I'm glad they shut that fucker down for animal abuse.
Yeah, they're gone, man.
Yeah, ain't no more circus. So, yeah, that's my asshole of the week. I spent all day at this fucking zoo and I hated every second of it.
Even the popcorn part.
I didn't even have a snack while I was there.
Oh damn, man! No, you gotta at least do that.
Nope, I ain't giving them no more money than what I had to.
All right, so I guess let's move on. We got Bedbugs bargain bin, man. Tell us about it. I don't think anybody's heard about this one yet.
Oh, no, not at all. So this week's bargain bin has to be OLLIES Tripticon.
Yay!
And this one's for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't that like our first shit that we ever did?
Yeah, that was our first prank.
It predates
God,
the
that was
podcast.
41 weeks ago. That was 41 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a year. That means I had my shit for a year. Haha.
So if you have OLLIES in your neighborhood, fucking...
Go there, or chances are it's already been picked clean by scalpers.
Or hit me up, because I got 18 of them for $150 each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
And you pay the shipping. This isn't fucking,
Yeah, I'm
what do
not
they
paying
call
for that shit.
this isn't UNICEF. You pay fucking shipping.
That's right.
If you mention coupon code DERP, he'll knock $5 off.
No, I won't. I'll add $5 on.
Yeah. Buy his brother a $5 bag or whatever.
Yep. Get him something, shit.
Start saving up and get him a license.
He's probably going to go to jail tonight, boy.
Oh, Jesus.
That's fine. I'm not bailing him out.
Oh, my God, man.
Let him sit for a little while.
Yeah.
Man, we'll make some friends.
Yeah.
So how much is this OLLIES Tripticon again?
It's $50, $49.99, I think. But a lot of people that like live in the areas where OLLIES is at, if you're part of their OLLIE army or whatever they fucking call it,
Yeah, I got one of those coupons.
you get a coupon, and some people have gotten 10%, some 15%. So you could possibly get Tripticon for like $40.
Wow.
Man, when the Fort Maxes came out, I had 20% off coupon.
Still too much for that piece of shit.
No, have you messed with the fucking OLLIES? I mean, with the Tripticon yet?
Yeah, I fucked with one over at Dustin's house. And
I think it's pretty cool.
Like, man.
For Hasbro, it's pretty impressive.
I think the best part about this is that first we had all the threads showing up in the groups of people begging for the Tripticon. Then you had the other people that were posting that had them for sale, showing off their hauls. And now we're entering the stage where now there's starting to be a bunch of threads of fucking morons that had no idea or didn't pay attention when everyone else bought their fucking Tripticons for retail price. Oh no, my hips are broken, or I broke my toy. Help me.
Hey, but what if all these discount Tripticons are the ones with the fucked up hips?
Ooh. Oh, sweet Lord.
And then they gave the warehouse for OLLIES a big deal on them, so they could set them on sale.
Oh my God! Please, dear God, that would be a hell of a week.
Oh, it'd be the best.
Oh, it's just getting started because people are just. It was just today and yesterday that they started buying them. So naturally, now today and tomorrow is when everyone's gonna start opening them and playing with them.
Today, in the mail today, I got the fucking circular, and until I saw it printed and through the mail, I'm like,
you didn't believe it.
All right, it's real.
Yeah, that's how I was too. I thought it was still fake. I thought somebody photoshopped that fucking ad.
Yeah, the first time I saw that ad on Facebook, I was like, that could be easily photoshopped. But
you know what, man, too? And like all those motherfuckers last year that couldn't afford it. Oh, I can't afford it. It's too expensive. All the motherfuckers bought 3. All of them.
Yep.
Thanks for killing the brand.
I couldn't afford 1, but I can afford 3 for the same price.
Yeah, and ain't nobody opening them shits tomorrow. They're all gonna try and pay their rent with this fucking shit. And you know what's gonna suck is this motherfucker probably has a turnaround value of about $75. So you're gonna ship this giant motherfucker to make $25. Fuck that shit.
Well, that's just it. You got a bunch of morons that are trying to list it at 150, and nobody's gonna buy for that.
I hope they do. I hope that everybody, all you guys I know that bought a bunch of them, put them up for 150. Nobody have them cheap. Make that money. Corner the market.
If they want to try, so be it. But I think they're gonna end up sitting on them forever.
Not if everybody does it, because then that's gonna be that's it. There's no more Tripticons.
have we got?
There's been no.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's been no more Fort Maxes since then. Not unless you're gonna buy Takara, and it's over $200.
Yeah, I got fucking 2 Fort Max sitting up in my fucking attic.
That's what I'm saying. Speculate.
Yep. What the fuck was I gonna say?
Painter?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having either figure, but I'm not paying the price that everyone wants for it.
See, for me, it was worth it, man. Like I paid full price for it, but I've had it for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I really enjoyed that Tripticon. His base mode and his spaceship mode are money, and I wish they'd make. Well, I hope they keep making stuff like this. I'd love to have a Scorponok.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people talk shit, but at the end of the day, it's a toy. And when I was a little kid, like that's a fucking amazing toy, just like the original one was. This is probably the best homage to the G1 is this Tripticon, because he is literally a blowed up ass version of the original.
Yep.
And he does more than it does, bigger than it is, more detail. And like, because people, you were paying $100 for the reissue of the G1, like when it came out.
And he eats Headmasters.
Yeah, he does. He'll eat anything you stick in his mouth, boy.
Anything?
Maybe.
So have we come across any sales that have been argued about because somebody was trying to make $5 on a fucking deal?
I hate people that won't let somebody make some money.
Yeah, I don't have. If people want to sell it for that, whatever. That's their choice. I just think the stupidity is with the buyers, not with the sellers.
I got kicked out of a group today for fucking saying I had it for $150.
Yeah, fuck.
Man, motherfuckers were pissed.
Just so everybody knows, I do got a sun surge for $50. Somebody needs one. Might trade for a swamper.
That's gonna be their next swamper. You're gonna be holding on to that motherfucker for about 3 years.
It's fine, man. You know what? It just sits on my work table because he has nowhere to go now, and I just pick it up and fidget with it and think about how actually it's not a bad figure at all. He's got really good articulation, but the new one just makes him look so bad.
Yeah, I hear you.
I want to take that fucking Tripticon down off the shelf and play with it, but I ain't got room for that fucker right now.
Dude, I got my Tripticon right next to me.
Nice.
Fucking badass Planet X one.
Yeah, the one that looks like something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks nothing like anything.
it looks like Tripticon from the goddamn video game.
True.
Fuck that video game.
That
Fuck
game was
you,
great.
Pussy.
Speaking of fucking, let's move on. Since we don't have a guest this week, we're going to ask one of our fellow members the 13 questions. Hang on. I'm waiting for the tabulations to come in from all the voting from all the fans. It's Chris. Hey, wow! Congratulations,
God
Chris.
damn it.
Yeah, we're gonna know more about you.
Yay.
We only got one vote too, by the way, and it was mine.
Okay.
All right, so
Amazing it took you that long to count that high.
yeah, well, I mean, I did graduate in North Carolina, so
Truth.
the only thing we know is where the Mason-Dixon line is, and that's where the food stops. So, what is your preferred name or handle?
Just Chris.
Not with a nothing fancy, like take the H out there or something.
Not a makoaspire.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you had to have screen names, so you just fucking came up with some bullshit. makoaspire came about because I was watching Deep Blue Sea, and the computer that I had at the time was the Acer Aspire. So,
Oh, God, that's lame as shit.
yeah.
Damn, dude. But that's not how I got my nickname. I probably had something weird around. All right, so what century were you born?
I was born in the year of our Lord, 1973.
Yay. Congratulations on still being here.
Yay. It's not by choice.
What is your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich is a sandwich of my own creation. It's basically an open-faced grilled ham and cheese. What I do is I toast the bread lightly, and then I put butter on it, and then I put American cheese, and then put that under the broiler to bubble up and brown the cheese, and then I put chopped up ham on it, and then put it back under the broiler for a minute, and then just eat it like a, each individual piece of toast.
That sounds kind of good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it does.
All right, I think that's an acceptable answer. Okay, what is your favorite music?
I'm all over the place, except for country.
Yay!
Don't lie, motherfucker. Don't lie.
I like older country, but there is this new artist. Well, he's new to me. Chris Stapleton. He mixes what I would call like a Texas blues rock through his music, and it's very rocking.
Man, you can call that shit whatever you want. That's still country as fuck.
In that thing, doesn't he sing Broken Halos?
I don't know.
I like Halo. Halo is cool.
But he's got plenty of country songs, but I just fucking hit skip. But
Country?
yeah, but I basically am hard rock, heavy metal kind of guy. I do love soul. I love some James Brown. One of my only regrets is that I missed a chance to go see him for free on 4th of July in Philly.
What year?
Yeah, he did.
It was like 99, 2000 maybe.
Okay. That's when I saw Metallica in 99. That was like my first concert.
Okay.
Pretty badass.
Okay.
Alright, so what got you back into collecting?
I was sitting at work one day and just wasting time because that's what I did. And I saw the Ravage USB drive. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And immediately had to have it. And then I forget what site I came across, but I found a picture of Cubex's Huff. And I was hooked. It was like, oh my god, it looks like it jumped off the fucking screen.
Damn, dude, I'm surprised that's the one that got you in.
I still love it. I won't fucking trade up for the fucking Badcube version of it.
Same
That's
here.
the same company, isn't it?
Yeah, but they did a revised version of it. Looked more tune accurate. Didn't have the paint chipping problems. All that shit. But
And it's fire.
it looks good, but I still like the older, more toy-looking version that they put out whenever Cubex.
It was a really good looking figure. Like, I was disappointed when I found out it wasn't like A1 quality,
Yeah.
Well,
But that was her first outing.
The only issue is the paint chipping on the thighs, and mine's still in perfect condition.
I thought his joints were trash.
No, they're
Like,
fine.
you don't stand.
I do have a little paint chipping on the chest, but I don't fucking touch my shit, so it sits on a shelf. If I don't fuck with it, it's not going to chip anymore.
Nice. All right, so what scale do you collect?
I am Masterpiece and Legends. And Legends is
Yay.
making a fucking big push. And I'm right there riding the wave. And although it breaks Robert D's heart, I do love me some Mech Fanstoys oversized KOs at DX9 fucking undersized fucking shit. I will buy every fucking one of them because I think they're the proper scale.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Fuck yeah.
And hopefully the Magic Square ones that are coming out are going to scale with those upsized ones.
I don't know, man. They look kind of small.
No, they look like they scale with the regular DX9. The new ones.
They're gonna do the whole goddamn lineup, so.
Yeah, and they're doing that Omega Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. Now I'm gonna buy the knockoff of that. Fuck them.
Why wasn't that in the fucking news? That came out. Colors.
We already talked about it. We talked about it like 20 shows ago.
Yeah, but we didn't have color ones then.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same color as Omega Supreme is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna wait for like an oversized knockoff of that, and I'm gonna buy it and put it on a shelf by itself.
I'll buy that too.
So, do you have any Focus collection or any non-TF collections?
I got a bunch of Focus collections and also non-TF collections. I have independent shelves for Grimlock, Prime, Shockwave, Skywarp, and Megatron.
Nice.
So I got a bunch of different figures from all lines just on those shelves. And those shelves are the top shelves of my displays, and they go around the room. My non-TF collections are just 80s memorabilia shit. Like Back to the Future, Ghostbusters. I got a Gizmo. I got a fucking Funko Bob Ross, for Christ's sake.
Oh, God.
And now I'm going to have Johnny Five.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see that shit.
I do also have a couple nice skulls of Xenomorphs, a Predator mask, and the Karate Kid poster and bandanas.
Nice. Yeah, I saw all that. That was awesome. I've actually seen Chris's spread. His basement's pretty awesome. Alright, so I don't feel like I even need to bother, but to knock off or not to knock off?
Fucking A.
Yup.
Now, why do you like knockoff so much, Chris? That's a good question.
I think because everybody hates on them. Everybody's main argument is, number one, it devalues our toys. Well, number one, your fucking toys aren't worth shit anyway. You're not gonna fucking pay for your kids' college by selling these fucking toys later on, so you're getting the enjoyment out of them. So, if you feel better having, legit stuff on your shelf and that makes you sleep better at night, great. But some of us don't have those fucking high morals or either care about this plastic thing that we're doing enough to have a morality clause about it. So, I just want something cool on my shelf that's not going to fucking put me in the poorhouse. And KOs fit that niche.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're just straight up about it. You like it because it's cheaper.
Yep. And my first KOs are usually, I always look for oversized shit. Because there's a bunch of things. I'm a size queen. I like everything to be the right scale with each other. So when it's oversized or it fits the right size, like that oversized Generations Drift that came out, Kubenbao, I think it was. That scales perfectly with SXX Hotrod and the rest of the IDW shelf.
Yeah, I haven't got the MMC one yet. I still have the original Chug Drift on the shelf, and he's actually not too bad. So I just closed the notes on accident. All right, so what movie makes you cry?
There's a movie with Michael Keaton in it. He's got cancer. And...
Batman.
No. I think it's called, it's something about My Life or In My Life, something like that. I haven't seen it in years. But he's gets cancer right at the time that he finds out that his wife is pregnant.
Oh, that sucks.
So he's going through these treatments, and nothing's working, and he's making videos to teach his kid how to live. And there's a moment in it when he's been estranged from his own father and family for years, and it gets to the point where they have to come see him to say goodbye, and his dad's sitting there shaving him, and they have a moment, and that shit gets me every time.
That sounds sad as fuck. I don't want to watch that.
It will make you fucking cry.
Damn, man. That's hardcore. I never even heard about that. That's actually probably one of the best answers I think we've ever had on here.
Thanks.
So, all right. Well, have you ever done anything untoward for your toy addiction?
No. Not
Okay,
really.
that was simple.
No, I mean, I pay my bills. I would say untoward. Let me revise that. I don't spend enough time with my family.
That's everybody.
So, if I
how
go ahead.
how is it that you're the one that created this question, yet you seem to be struggling with it?
Oh, I'm not struggling with it. I'm trying to better define it for other people. So basically, what untoward means is something that you don't feel good about. And if anything of this hobby that makes me feel bad is the time that it takes away from my family.
That actually makes it sound kind of awful. Does your family have any interest in your hobby at all, like your kids?
God, no. I mean, my youngest sees me painting all the time, so I set up a little paint table for her, so she paints her little LOL dolls and shit. She hasn't done it in a while, but, I want to get her back into it. So she'll sit next to me while I'm doing my shit. We'll talk back and forth. And it's fun.
That sounds pretty good. That sounds like really good family time. All right, so I guess next question: tits, ass, legs, face, or other?
It is a combination of ass and face for me.
Do you sometimes wish they were both the same thing?
No, because I want to fuck each one independently.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
I got plans for both sets of holes.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
But an ass will get me, but a beautiful face is probably my biggest downfall. And I definitely have a type. I like the Russian or Slavic looking, rounder face, and medium complexion, or redheads. I go one way or the other.
Those are kind of different. All right. So, what's a weird thing about you? Idiosyncrasy, phobia, etc.
How long do you have?
Yeah. About 30 more minutes.
Idiosyncrasies. Very particular about my food. I don't eat a lot of things. One thing I will not do is drink out of a plastic cup that has been washed.
You mean like you're talking about like ones you would normally wash and reuse?
Yes.
That's wild.
Because one time I can remember I was a kid and I took a drink and I guess my mom didn't wash all the soap out of the fucker.
Oh, gross.
And after a while the plastic, starts to wear down and it just retains the flavor of the fucking soap. So
that's never happened to me before.
It was terrible. But I'm like one of those things, like if I catch a whiff of something, like a scent or a taste, my mind goes right back to the fucking moment that I first encountered it.
So like when I fart, you remember the first time you met me?
Probably.
Nice. All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I will. I hate monkeys. Little tiny fucking monkeys.
You mean like the ones that could jump on you and maul your face?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
The species I hate the most are fucking baboons.
What about spider monkey?
Those aren't small monkeys. Baboons are pretty big.
There's a fucking movie that came out called Shockma. It's about a fucking
Schmegma?
It's a college hall, how they have class. It's basically a small school. All your classes are in that building. A fucking baboon gets loose, and they must have been experimented on or fucking something, but it goes through and it just fucking terrorizes people, tears them apart, kills them, and every time they get a chance, they fucking cut away to just like the fangs dripping with blood and fucking shit, and then a monkey fucking running at you, and it's a real fucking monkey running down the hall. So it's like, no, fuck that thing.
Hey, JC, would you like to see him in a jail or in the zoo?
Nah,
Okay.
I do not. But hey, I got some here.
The way that
Check
JC feels about fucking little mud turtles, I feel about monkeys. I will kill every fucking one I see.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hey,
I don't ever see any, except for at the zoo.
Like, I'll see those videos on YouTube, like, in India, where fucking monkeys are just, like, squirrels are to us. Like, fuck no. No.
Hey, Fagglebot, check the fucking chat. I just posted some breaking news in there. Not really breaking news, but some cool shit you might like.
Come on. Oh, sea spray. And sideswipe.
What?
And beachcomber.
Yeah, those don't look bad.
Fucking A.
MS Toys.
I don't like that they call themselves MS Toys. It makes me think of
What does it make you think of?
Multiple sclerosis.
That's what it makes me think of. Multiple sclerosis toys.
As soon as you
Which
said
is about-
it, I knew where you were going with it.
That's about the worst thing you can give one of them folks. I hate to say it.
Oh.
Look at that little side swipe.
And fucking
Yeah, Sideswipe looks really good.
Oh, man. Legends is where it's at, ball.
That's like I said, it keeps fucking with me, man, because it's making me want to get rid of my chug shit.
I might just go all in on MS Toys, everything, and just...
Well, we don't even know what the shit's
Titans
like
and
yet.
stuff.
Let's wait till one of us gets this shit in hand.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Give your little kid that sea spray, puts it in the water, and that motherfucker dissolves like Kool-Aid, you know?
I bet you this sea spray is exactly the same size as G1 sea spray.
I think he looks smaller.
Oh, you think smaller?
Yeah, he's...
Well, look at how small the beach camera is.
He's about fucking G1 size. Look, he's in a palm.
God, look at that thumbnail. Jesus Christ, that piggy nail. Look at that thing.
That's a Coke nail.
God damn, that's a Coke nail.
That's so they can pick their goddamn nose.
Yeah,
God, that's
man.
gross. It'd be different if it was clean, but it's gnarly looking. Looks like a toenail with fungus in it.
Mm.
He's married, it looks like, 'cause he's got a ring on.
Yeah, he's married to that nail.
Hey, JL, do you ever look at the back of your hand and look at your knuckles and think they're just a bunch of knees?
No.
Now you will.
No. They're fine. They're definitely not knees. Alright, so that breaking news, MS Toys has new pictures up, and they don't look like shit. So hopefully this stuff is good, because I'm a little excited about it now.
Yep.
There you go.
Because it's not a fucking knockoff.
I'm alls in, balls.
Alright,
Balls.
so, moving on.
One more
Hey,
question.
Well, this one might scar us all. What is your go-to sex position?
Yeah, fuck it.
Reverse cowgirl.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
Now wait, you're on the bottom, right?
Yeah, I'm on the bottom. She's on the top, facing away from me, riding, and I get to hook my fucking thumb right in her asshole.
Oh,
And she's
God.
making food.
And I just,
I don't want to stick your thumb in her butt, though. Why?
Because just so he can tell you about it.
what? No, I'll tell you why. Because it gives me a handhold. I fucking can grab hold of her and like the outside of her ass and just move her back and forth the way I want her to fuck me.
And does
Yeah.
your wife approve of having a thumb in her ass?
Occasionally.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I've been chipping away at that fucking rock, buff.
Yeah. That boy.
Yeah, we have some kind of fucking gentleman, quote-unquote, agreement that if I buy her diamonds, I get the ass, but I'm not the type of guy that buys jewelry for my women, so it very rarely happens.
Aw, you should just buy some CZs and see if she can tell the difference.
No, I take the ass, but I don't buy the diamonds.
Oh, maybe. Alright, so, I guess that is the end of the questions. We got to know Chris a little bit better.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll still listen, or they'll still listen. I'm not listening, but so we got our TKO girls, and I guess let's talk about them. This first one, I'm pretty sure I know who this belongs to. Would you like to speak up, JC?
Oh yeah, this is my bitch.
Yeah, look at that guy. No ass.
Yeah.
She got a tiny little cute little pooper. Fucking some long
One that
hair.
never poops, obviously.
And she's getting ready to shoot a fish with a bow and arrow. I can't see her face, and I don't really need to. So,
She has a mustache.
That's fine. That's fine, as long as she brings home some fish to cook up. I don't give a shit.
She looks like Richard Petty.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
I don't like a big ass on a female. I'm telling you, I do not like a big ass. I like a nice, small, athletic little butt.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, 'cause you ain't doing nothing with it, so you ain't got to bother. So don't put anything there. Just give me a nice, tight, trim little fucking pussy, and he'll do all his business.
Do you do it through like a hole in the sheet on a bed or something, so you don't have to see it or touch it?
Like an Orthodox Jew.
Yeah. Or maybe you got some of the Mormon underpants.
I mean, I know the lights get turned off.
You like the lights turned off?
Oh, yeah. Turn them motherfuckers off. I don't want to see none of that.
I like to turn them off, but only if I got a spot lamp and I can hit her in the face with it.
Oh, jeez.
It's kind of like surprising, you know?
Nope.
Like a startled animal.
Hearing about his sex life depresses me.
I know, me too.
It's fine, man. I was going to hit it the other night, and I decided to go to sleep instead.
Man, I'm going to send you some Spanish fly or some shit. You need something.
I don't need a goddamn thing but a couch, a TV, and a fucking meal brought to me.
And I ain't eating nothing Spanish.
You need nothing spicy either.
You know what I mean? And I ain't eating no Spanish fly neither.
Speaking of too spicy for JC, let's go on to the next picture. This one's mine. It is a locally made peach cobbler with some fresh ice cream on it, and that shit was delicious.
Looks good.
And my wife doesn't know I ate it because I bought it while she wasn't around. My friends that go to pinball Monday night, a lot of people didn't show up, so we're like, fuck it, let's just go eat. So we went over to there's a place down the road from me, this barbecue place. It's fantastic. But unfortunately, I already ate, so I got dessert. And that shit was good. I want it right now. This shit's way better than some vegan gummy bears giving you gas. So, speaking of vegan, we got some vegan milk or something here.
This is what's fucking disgusting.
It is odd. I would be afraid them fucking bags would bust, man.
Oh, God, could you imagine? Hey, all right, when you guys were in school, did y'all ever take the little ketchup packets and twist them up and throw them on the ground?
Yep.
So the other little kids would step on them, they'd blow up?
Mm-hmm.
How many kids died at your school, Bedbugs, from doing that with these giant fucking milk bags?
None. But funny you should mention school, because if you look at the very top of each bag, it says Milk Moolah. They actually do school drives where they collect the tops of the bags and they turn them in for money for the schools.
Gotcha.
This shit only exists in Wisconsin. It don't exist anywhere else.
No,
You gotta
yes, they
save
do.
the
It's
tops of the bag?
Box tops for education has been a fucking thing on General Mills fucking shit.
I'm
for
talking
years.
about the fucking bag milk.
It's exactly like box tops for education, except the company that produces this, which is Quick Trip, and their Nature's Touch dairy,
Nature's Touch.
That's what it's called.
Can you imagine hanging on to all these like milk-soaked fucking bag tops in your house, trying out?
I
mean,
you're just walking around with basically a bag full of plastic cum rags.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds gross, man. Milk is gross when
sell
it's
this shit at? Where do you buy bagged milk?
everywhere up there.
At Quick Trip.
I've never seen it anywhere in my life. Why would you buy a fucking bag? Why would you buy your milk at a convenience store?
No, my question is why? Well, you buy your fucking milk at a convenience store when you fucking just need to run in for milk or bread. But why do you fucking put it in a bag? Why do they put it in a bag? It doesn't look like they're saving much by not doing jugs, because it's about the same amount of plastic.
It is cheaper.
Really?
Like a lot cheaper or like 25 cents cheaper?
It's
Is it aggregate, really?
well, like if you bought a gallon, because they come in half-gallon bags, and if you bought a gallon that way versus a gallon in a jug, it's around 50 to 30 cents, depending on, because the price fluctuates.
Oh god, I'm face palming so hard right now.
See, I find it that having to fuck with the milk in the bag and all that shit, it would be such an inconvenience for me that I don't even want to fuck with
Yeah,
it.
because Liquid doesn't like the bag form.
No, the only reason I want it in a bag is if I can drink that motherfucker like a Capri Sun. Just go to 7-Eleven, steal a Slurpee straw, and just jam that motherfucker in the top of the chocolate milk bag.
God damn, dude.
That would be awesome.
Government-issued milk.
And then you gotta fucking wash the goddamn milk bag container.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
No, the pitcher, they give those away, so like you can stock up on that shit and have. We actually keep a couple extra because we had a hole in the boat for a while there, so we had a couple that we just keep in the boat to scoop out water with.
So wait,
and then y'all got back to the docks and drank your milk out of it?
This is really like a nefarious bean counting fucking thing. Because if they're giving these fucking things away, there's just as much plastic in this fucking thing as there would be in a goddamn jug. So just make the fucking jug!
It's to get people to adopt the system, that's all.
It's not gonna work.
I don't understand that jug. Like, how does that even work? How do you keep the milk from going bad?
Well, it does, if you look at the pitcher, you got the handle on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, there is a slit. So when you cut the corner off the bag, you can tuck the slit, or the corner into the slit of the pitcher, and that kind of... But, you see, the thing is, in Wisconsin, we go through our milk so quickly that you don't really have to worry about it going bad.
Yeah, because I throw milk away all the time, because I don't drink enough of it.
I don't like it. It's an ingredient for me.
I like milk. I just like it's like drink. I mean, it's still like not even skim milk's 90 calories a fucking 8-ounce glass. You might as well be drinking something else.
Well, and
unless it's chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is fire, but it's still bad for you.
I do get a craving for chocolate milk every once in a while.
My chocolate milk cost me like fucking $9 for a half gallon, and it comes in a glass bottle. Shit is fire.
That's ridiculous. $9 for a half gallon.
Yeah, this shit is premium, top shelf fucking chocolate milk, though, son. I'm not playing with you. Like, it's like going to the bar and ordering the fucking most expensive liquor they got.
Nice.
I should also point out that it's not just milk that they do. They also do orange juice this way.
They don't even have oranges. They don't even have oranges up there. What the fuck?
Good night, folks.
Y'all drink your beer out of bags too?
No, but some drink them out of boots.
Gross. Unless it's glass.
The boot?
Das Boot!
Them fucking boots will fuck you up, man. You get a whole one of them motherfuckers and drink it. They're not single serving.
Maybe not for you.
No, not for me. I don't drink beer anyway, so I don't care.
Alright, so let's move on. This last one, I guess through the process of elimination, we know whose this is.
Yep. She is fucking gorgeous. She's a little too perfect for me. I like them a little damaged.
A little broken?
Yeah.
A little more real.
No, it's true. I like them just a little bit real, but she's straddling the line of being right at the upper echelon of what I think is perfect hot.
You put a couple crank sores on her face and it's good to go.
Fucking A.
Gross.
I mean, she's in a white, very tight dress that may have just been a t-shirt that was fucking cut. I can't tell. But it barely covers fucking half of her ass, which is a nice ass. We got a 3/4 shot here. She's looking over her left shoulder at us, pulling on her strap as to say, I'm going to take my tit out. Her hair is in a ponytail. She got some pretty heavy eye makeup on, but it's working for me, and I just want to ejaculate all over her.
Gross.
Because she's got the cum catcher on her. You know, this just looks like a t-shirt, so...
You know what she'd look good in? She'd look good in a Popeye's uniform.
No.
Yeah, she would.
Make her some chicken.
Because then she would fucking
Just
come
the
home
apron,
smelling
just-
like grease. If you
That sounds
Just the
hot.
apron.
Come home smell like fried chicken.
has anybody here ever worked in fucking fast food?
My
I
wife
have.
used to come home smelling like French fries all the time.
God, you cannot get that fucking smell out of your clothes, and
Dude,
sometimes
that
out of your
shit
body.
fucking. You gotta fucking wear the same fucking jeans every day, man, and get that shit caked.
Yep.
You know, that's what. And then you gotta do the floor at night, and you just get sloppy wet. Your
Oh,
fucking
nice.
jeans are soaked with grease and fucking water, and your shoes are. And you just go to the fucking bar and start drinking after your shift.
Cleaning
Oh,
grease
man.
traps,
Fucking
the
manly.
fucking
Oh,
grill
fuck.
traps.
Just stink.
Yep. Back when I was in high school, I worked at a local restaurant, and I had to break down everything at the end of the night because it was a bar too, and it was a banquet hall as well. So like whenever there was a wedding or shit, it was always gonna be a late night doing fucking dishes and shit. But then when I had to empty all the whenever we had to change the grease in deep fryers, we had these giant highboy pots that we would use, the pots that you cook food in, but that's what we used. Place ain't open anymore, it got torn down. But anyway, so we would drain all the grease in there, and then the best part was if there was a wedding going on, I had to like put the giant pot of grease on a cart and push it through the wedding to get to the grease dumpster and back.
Gross.
So yeah, there was some memorable times where it's like people are trying to have a good time, get drunk, you know, having a wedding reception, and here comes me in my grease-covered apron pushing a cart full of grease, trying not to spill it.
Ew, what smells like a fucking dead rabbit in a dumpster?
Gross.
Yeah, man, I love that smell.
You
I
would.
live it daily. Oh, fuck, man. I like hard work. And being a fry cook is hard work.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was.
I want some Popeyes.
You get burned and shit all the time, man. You get to the point sometimes where you can stick your hand in a fryer and it doesn't even hurt because your fucking hands are so callous from fucking cooking and shit and getting burned all the time.
No. It never gets to that point unless you have fucking absolutely no nerve endings.
No, it does. It gets to that point, man. Man, we used to cook these fucking Monte Cristos and then fucking fish. Like when you're cooking fish, you gotta hold that shit over the fryer and get it started and then drop it in, man. That shit just splashes all over your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are you
stick
talking?
your hand in the fryer?
How are you making Monte Cristos in jail?
Don't fucking worry about what I was doing, son.
Yeah, that was probably the worst night at that restaurant was Friday night fish fry, because Friday night fish fries are always big in Wisconsin. Anywhere you go, fish fry Friday night. And the batter that the guy always made was beer based, and it was watery as all shit. And the moment you put it in, you just get splashed with grease.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I'm just going to stick with Long John Silver's.
Ugh. But yeah, man, I love fry cooking. It's a fun time. I enjoy it, you know. It's just, you know, it's high paced. Fucking get burned all the time. You smell like shit, but man, you feel like a man at the end of the day.
We know how important that is for you.
Goddamn right it is, man.
Yeah. You know, I don't have to do goddamn shit. That makes me feel like a man.
And as a bonus,
I bet it does.
all that fucking grease, you know, just keeps you nice and fucking, keeps your skin all nice and oily.
Stanky.
It does. It does.
Youthful.
It doesn't wash off for nothing, man.
Oil of Olay? Fuck, I got oil of Popeye.
Yeah.
Probably the best part about working in a restaurant or fast food is if you do have a dog, because when you come home, they are so fucking excited to see you because they love how much you really, really stink.
Oh, man, I thought you were about to take that down a dark path.
No. Friggin' dog, when I was working that freaking job, every time I come home when I had Thunder, he was always excited to see me, and he just had... Dog damn near mauled me every night.
Man, then when you take off your fucking pants and your dick and your ass just smell like fucking grease and shit. That's so money. You just go stand in front of the fan.
Y'all are dumb as shit.
I'm not fucking with you though, man. That shit is fucking money, man. You just fucking pull it off your pants and stand in front of the fan, dude.
Why, you want to smell it?
No, I just want my balls to be cooled off from working in a hot-ass kitchen all day.
Well,
What smells worse,
yeah.
the grease or your balls?
Oh, man, it's hard telling, dude. It's probably my balls. Motherfuckers reek after a day of working in the kitchen.
Especially during the summer. Oh, my God.
God damn.
Bleh.
I just scratch them and then smell my hand.
You still do that.
That was the nice thing about being at the local place, is that you could scratch them and not have to worry about the manager yelling at you for doing it.
That's
right.
nice.
Mm. Yeah,
Well,
Alright,
what
see motherfuckers.
Let's
All
move
right,
on
let's,
and get some of these
yeah.
questions done, man. All right, so we'll do the first question comes from Mr. Gort, one of our longtime listeners. We all know sauerkraut is the worst condiment, so what's the
Wrong.
best? Sauerkraut's trash.
Yeah,
Wrong.
I agree.
All right, somebody go first.
I'll go.
Mine will be, okay.
Oh, no, you go.
I was going to say steak sauce, man.
I'm close by. What are you talking about, A1 or any particular brand?
You know, I have a collection of various steak sauces in my fridge that I use for various steaks. One of my favorites is the Jack Daniel's Bold and Spicy.
Okay.
Love that shit, boy. But I got all kinds of different ones. I just love a good hearty steak sauce.
Have you ever made your own?
No, I have not.
I have.
It sounds good.
I like to put a lot of citrus in it. So, like, I'll put orange juice right in the shit.
Really?
Yeah, it comes out pretty good.
Never tried that.
Mine is actually kind of a derivative. It is Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce.
Shire juice.
Oh, there you go.
And not fucking Heinz, not any other fucking brand. It's gotta be Liam Perrin's.
Alright, I can dig it. Well,
Yeah.
what about you, JL?
I like
Where's
mustard.
you gonna go?
I'm
You
a
like
mustard
mustard?
guy. Yep, I love mustard. All kinds of mustard.
Damn.
What's your favorite mustard?
Right now, it's probably Nathan's brown mustard, like in a little jar. You fish that shit out with a knife, it's good. Add some spice, too.
Hey, does cheese count as a condiment?
Nah.
I put that shit on everything.
No, but I feel where you're coming from.
Give me all kinds of it.
As for me, I'm actually the opposite of Chris. I've tried the Liam Perrin's. I don't really like it. Heinz is definitely my favorite Shire juice. And I love me a good hot sauce.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, hot sauce or sriracha?
All of the above. I love me some garlic, so sriracha is good. I love me some Cajun hot sauce. If there's different kinds of hot sauces, we got a local restaurant here in town. Go there for an omelet, and I asked for hot sauce, and they're like, "We got this, this, and this." I said, "Bring them all."
Nice.
See, that's what I'm thinking about in particular. Like, I don't like sriracha on my eggs, but I like hot sauce on my eggs. Like, McElhenney's Tabasco or,
Tabasco's good, yeah.
what's the other one? Texas Pete.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Love some Frank's Red Hot, too. That's some good stuff.
Frank's I really use as an ingredient to make, like, wing sauce. For wing sauce, you really can't go wrong with Frank's.
I'll put it on burgers.
Yeah, I like Texas Pete myself. I like it on barbecue. With some coleslaw, some nice sweet coleslaw with that spicy Texas Pete. This shit's good.
That's fucked up that you like coleslaw, but you hate sauerkraut.
I was just thinking that.
Coleslaw is like... Sauerkraut tastes like fucking rotten coleslaw.
Sauerkraut is the same as coleslaw, except it doesn't have mayo in it.
Except for it's not sweet. Sauerkraut's like fucking vinegar coleslaw. It's just nasty.
Not one time have I ever tried either one of those things.
Go to Long John Silver's and get you some coleslaw. That's the real coleslaw.
No, man, I'm good, man. That shit looks like fucking cum.
Yeah, cabbage can go fuck off. In all its forms.
JL, have you ever stopped to think how much vinegar you actually consume? I mean, it's in ketchup, it's in mustard, it's in pickles, it's in everything.
Yeah, but it ain't in my fucking cabbage.
All right, what do we got next? What's up next?
What was your first car? From Chris Welty, the Jerky Man.
I see why you asked that question.
And what is your best, worst memories with it?
I guess I'll start. My very first car was a 1987 Pontiac 6000 LE. My parents acquired it from somebody that they used to babysit for like $100 or something like that. So that was my little high school cruiser piece of shit. And let's see, my worst memory with it. Well, there's actually two that come to mind. The first one was I was a young, stupid kid, and I left the windows open on it, and I forgot where I was going, but I went and hopped in the car, and then all of a sudden I seen hornets buzzing around and back. So I left the front windows open, and like a moron, I tried to roll down the rear window while driving, and as I was reaching back to the right rear passenger window, my left hand pulled the steering wheel to the left, and I ended up in the ditch.
Damn, man.
And when I hit the ditch, my right hand that was reaching back to the handle for the rear window, because, I mean, this was back when not everything was a freaking push button, my right hand actually came flying forward and actually punched my windshield and broke it.
Holy crap.
Not my hand, just the windshield. But and then the other memory I have with it was I was driving home once in it, and I just started to feel a vibration in front of my car, and like, well, what the fuck's going on here? And then all of a sudden, my passenger side front tire came off my car.
Jeez.
While I was driving.
Dude.
So like the car wheel well ended up sitting on the tire, so it was like, but like it had sheared off all the bolts that were holding the lugs on and everything. So I had to I just happened to break down right in front of a house, and back before everyone had cell phones and shit. So I knocked on the farm's door and was able to call my dad, and he came and was able to pick me up, and then we went and picked up the car the next day with a tow dolly. But those are the two that stand out with that car.
All right, I guess, Chris, you want to go next?
Sure, why not? Mine was a 1975 Lincoln Continental.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
That motherfucker was a land yacht. It was white, and the white leather top. It had burgundy interior.
That's so good, Rich.
Power fucking everything.
Damn. That ain't easy.
Yeah, it was definitely a fucking pimp car. I bought it for fucking $500. It was, I needed to get back and forth to my one fucking semester in college, and my then girlfriend, soon to be wife, shuttling our fucking asses back and forth. But my worst memory of it is it always fucking broke down. There was a fucking power sap somewhere, but we couldn't find it. I didn't have it very long. But the one memory that stands out is whoever had it before me must have had their laundry in the trunk and left like granulated detergent in there, so it got wet and got embedded into the carpet of the trunk.
Oh, gross.
So it was gross. That shit goes moldy too.
Gross.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's it.
All right.
What about you, JC? I want to hear derps, damn it.
All right, I'm gonna tell you
Call
a
Derpo.
story. I'm gonna tell you guys a fucking good story about my first car, which was a 1984 Honda hatchback Accord, and it was a piece of shit, right?
That's a
I picked
hood
it
car.
for man, it was gangster as a motherfucker, dude. I picked it up for like $400, but the best story, that's my best memory with this car, man, is I about went to prison. So anyway, like, we had this fucking kegger at my house when I was like 19. And the next morning, this bitch needed a ride home. And so I started driving her home, but here's the deal with my car, like, it would die if you didn't have the foot on the gas, right? If you took the foot off the gas, that motherfucker was dead in the street.
So it didn't idle at all?
No, it didn't fucking do much. So I got a blunt rolled, and I got a 1/4 pound of fucking weed in the back of this motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm rolling with like 5 years of prison time, right? And so I get to this light up by a fucking quick shop, and my car starts, it's about to die, so I'm like, fuck it, I ran right through the red light. Boom, got pulled over.
Oh. Why didn't you just fucking throw it in park and just fucking rev the engine?
Nope, hold up. This is a good story.
Or neutral.
Man, this is fucking great, man. This is the best day of my life, right? And this motherfucker pulled everybody out the car, talked to us all, fucking patted us all down, but he couldn't get no warrant to fucking search the car, and there wasn't no dog available, so he wrote me a ticket and let me go. So that's fine. So I get the car started back up, and I start rolling down the street, and her house is like a mile away from where we're at. And it's literally like a block away from the cop shop, and to get to her house, you have to turn right past the cop shop. So we get, and the roads are kind of icy out and shit, and so we get right to where we need to go, and I'm like, hey, you need to tell me where to turn. She's like, turn right here. So I fucking turned right there, didn't even think about it, ran into a fucking telephone pole right in the front yard of the cop shop.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I looked the fuck around, dude, and my car was still going. I backed up out of that motherfucker, and I was gone. Motherfucking cops never got me.
So hitting the telephone pole fixed the idle of the car.
No, that thing, it fucked it up even worse, but I still ran it for like another year and a half after that, and then I abandoned it at some fucking gas station.
You're a dumb motherfucker, I'll tell you that. Rolling around in that awesome type of weather to take some stupid bitch home you're probably not even fucking with all that fucking heat on you.
Oh, I fucking beat that pussy up the night before, son.
Oh, okay.
You get it twisted. Like, you ain't fucking getting no free rides from me.
Alright, at least you fucked her.
But yeah, man, it was stupid as fuck. And I couldn't believe I got in that wreck, man. I was like, I'm going to prison. But my car was still going. There wasn't nobody around. There wasn't no cops in the fucking parking lot. So I just dipped out, went to this fucking trailer park to drop this all off, and I was out.
Of course, at a trailer park.
Well, she was a college girl, so her parents bought him a really nice double wide for college. I mean, she was a rich bitch.
Damn, man.
So, yeah, that was the best day of my life because I did not go to prison for 5 years.
That will come later.
What about you, J.O.?
Well, my first car I didn't have very long because somebody hit me, like maybe just a couple months after I got it. So that would be my best memory with that car was getting it, and my worst memory was getting crashed. It was a 1987 Chevy Camaro Sport Coupe. So the weakest V8 they could shove in it, but it was still a V8.
Was that still the IROC body?
Yeah, it's that old style. Mm-hmm. It was a Sport Coupe, so it looked just like the V6. It was a base model with a V8 in it. And so that got wrecked. And
so how did it get wrecked?
I was driving to a friend's house after school, and I was driving down this. It's a 2-lane road. It goes one way each way. That's it. And all the rules are fresh in my fucking mind because I just got my license. And so I pull up, and I stop, and I'm going to make a left. So there was already somebody stopped to make a left in front of me. So I went ahead and I let him go in front of me, and then I went ahead and made mine, and the person that was stopped behind him fucking gassed it and nailed the side of my fucking car, even though he had his signal on. So, and I got the ticket for it because the dude that hit me was fucking huge, and the cop wasn't going to say shit to his ass, and I was some kid with a fucking license that just got it. And that's exactly what happened. exactly what happened. I told the fucking judge about it because I had to go for the accident or some shit. And they told, because they tried to take my license away because I just got it and I already got in a wreck. And I went to the court and told the judge, like, what happened? He's like, why did you even get a ticket? I'm like, I have no idea. They gave me a ticket for failure to yield. And I actually taught the whole court the fucking how right of way works. And so, like, I actually got out of there and the judge was like, why are y'all wasting my time bringing me this kid? So I replaced that car with one that was a little bit older but better. I got an 84 Chevy Camaro Z28 with the carbureted high output in it, which still wasn't a lot of horsepower because those years, the 80s sucked for cars.
Yeah.
But it had more horsepower and torque than the 87 Sport Coupe I had. And that car was the one I had a good time with. Me and my friends used to cruise the strip with it, the Virginia Beach oceanfront. We didn't have enough money to park, so we just drive back and forth all night. And so, we go out and when I got a little older, we go out and talk to chicks and all that shit with it. And I'm trying to think about my worst memory with it. That car is notorious for the starters getting heat soaked. So my worst memory with it, but it's also still one of my best because of what happened with me and my friend. I went all the way to Tennessee to visit my buddy with it. And on the way back, the starter solenoid started to go again, which meant that every time I stopped, that fucker wouldn't crank over for a couple of hours.
Oh.
So I'm fat. I can't get under this car. This car was lowered and had wheel extensions on it. On the wheels were wide on the car because I had newer wheels on it than was supposed to be on it. And so I shoved my buddy under there and I gave him a screwdriver and I'm like, hey dude, it's really easy. I'm like, just take the screwdriver and put the metal part across the two terminals on the bottom of the starter. Oh man.
You know what?
And he's like, is it gonna shock me? I'm like, no, that screwdriver's got a plastic handle. So he went under there and jumped that fucker, dude. I heard him scream when the car started. And the kicker to the story is we had to do that twice.
Oh.
Because he was following me home in his car back to North Carolina from Tennessee.
My fucking sister-in-law at the time had an 87 Camaro with T-tops and fucker leaked, and they had that same solenoid problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember her having to fucking jump it with the fucking screwdriver.
Yeah, but my buddy did it. I was like, I can't fit under there, man. You do it. And so, but yeah, that car continued to do that. So eventually, I worked next to a Napa. It's not a Napa anymore, but it was back then. I bought a lifetime starter, and I didn't need the whole starter. I just needed the solenoid, but you can't buy a lifetime solenoid. So I got the lifetime starter for $100. I put 8 of them bitches on my car with it. The car would start fucking up, and this is how ghetto I was, dude. I didn't even have a jack. I would drive the front of the car up on top of one of those bump stops in the parking lot. The concrete thing that keeps you from hitting the telephone poles and shit. I would pull the car up on there and crawl under that bitch and change that starter in about 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Would you straddle two of them with either wheel so that way you had more room in between the two barriers? To slide underneath? You can get a creeper under there.
No, I just slid my body under there. On the ground in the dirt. Because, I don't know, I guess it made me feel like a man or some shit like JC would say.
Yeah.
You know when I first felt like a man? When I had the money to pay somebody else to do that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my best and worst memory. I still have that car. It's in my garage. It don't run anymore, but I'm saving it for something. I guess that's everybody, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You should call Derp and get him to tell us the story. Well, you know what? He's probably having his worst memory of a car right now, so we should just wait.
He's probably passed out.
At the wheel?
On the highway.
Maybe.
All right, so our next question, I guess it's a discussion question. Fuck you, from Dustin Anderson, DA.
Yay.
Who we almost had step in to host tonight or some shit, I don't know.
That's probably why he's telling us to fuck off.
Hey, can
I
we
was hoping-
skip fucking Tyler's question?
What?
This shit
Yes.
is stupid.
Why?
Skip
What's
it.
wrong with it?
This is dumb.
It's not dumb. It's actually a relevant question to the hobby.
I thought it was done already in fiction. Like, wasn't there a battle in one of the cartoons where one of the Stunticons attached to one of the Autobot combiners and was hurting them?
No.
That's Scramble
That sounds
City.
kind of rapey.
That's a Scramble
Maybe it was
City
in-
thing.
Yeah, Scramble City. Japanese only.
Yep. Now,
No, okay.
I'm okay with this question as long as you read that word that's underlined incorrectly.
Each other?
No, the other one.
Executation.
Yes, executation.
Powder Primes had the concept. Alright, we all have our favorite G1 combiner teams. My question is, would you guys like or dislike it if different combiner teams in a fiction/comic could interchange with each other? Devastator excluded, of course, even though he has fucking Scoop as a member now in the comic. An example, Swindle was wounded and Breakdown would replace him on Bruticus or vice versa. Powder Primes had that concept, but the executation was overall trash due to all the non-combiner characters being forced to be a combiner. So, let me hear your opinionation on this, Chris.
Well, let's see. I don't need my fucking combiners to switch.
Me either.
I don't care either or.
I don't mind how Scoop became part of Devastator in the comic, but overall I don't need them to be interchangeable.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it's logical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny though. Like, it's just, they wrote it in there, but it's like, yeah, if you had to guess somebody to join, even though he's an Autobot. But that's the world we live in now.
Not for much longer.
Oh, shut up. You're breaking my heart. But yeah, I'm not big on them, like, switching it up like that. Because, like, I don't know.
I mean, I know that was a feature built into the original toys. They were meant to be able to switch, and, different pieces of literature show them in different configurations. But they never combined any differently on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Not an American show.
I'd like to think that in the cartoon that wasn't even possible,
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like brothers or something.
Because the whole concept is when they combine, their brains merge into a single mind.
Yeah, so
Kinda
it don't
like
make
our
no
show.
sense to have extra fucking, another dude on there, huh? Probably fuck his brain all up, make him all schizo and shit.
Yeah.
What about if like Scoop likes fucking sauerkraut? He merges with Devastator and then he eats a giant fucking plate of fucking red nasty fucking vinegar cabbage. And then everybody's got to have gas and diarrhea because of old Scoop.
Did they make him the right leg, at least?
Probably.
Well, I mean, he can just scoop it up with his foot. And the only one that's going to taste it is him.
I don't even think they've shown him combine with them ever since he became a member.
Well, you have to remember, but before Scoop was in there, Prowl was in there, and they redesigned Devastator so that Hook would make the leg and Prowl would make the head and chest. So
Scoop is the dick.
Yeah.
So it's possible Scoop is the new head and chest. Otherwise, they might have went back to the traditional model.
I'm sure he's the foot. He's got to be the foot.
Yeah, it
I
just
can't
makes
remember.
sense. But who knows what's going on in this wacky, wooky world we live in?
Hey, JC, answer the question you don't like.
I don't care either way. Like I'm fine
Okay.
with whatever. It didn't happen in
Autobots
G1, so I guess I don't care. You know what I mean?
All right. So am I supposed to read this like a statement or what? I got one for you. As in, what would you do in this scenario? This is from Jed Vargo from Blackout and Shout. You go to the bank, and the hot teller flirts with you and gives you her number. When she texts you, she say, "You look like my ex-boyfriend that died. Do you continue or say, F this, I'm out?" Jed. And I'm guessing this is actually just, he's looking for advice.
I'm gonna hit it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Continue.
If it works for you to fucking think of me as your ex-boyfriend, go for it. As long as I'm fucking hitting it.
Yeah. Tell me all the dirty shit you did to him.
Oh, God.
Look it up.
Well, this came out of the chat that I was in with Jed. It's actually their show chat. And, it continued on in the discussion, saying, like, what if she started dressing you up like him, calling you by his name, shit like that. Still, none of that fucking shit matters. As long as she's hot and she's fucking me, we on.
Yep.
How about she fucks up and starts making her deposits a little higher, too? That sounds kind of nice. Like, when I'm at the bank, they'll be like, is there anything else we can do for you? I'm like, yeah, take that shit and double it.
Yeah.
Take the deposit and double it.
That's not gonna happen.
No, I know. But a man can dream.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You imagine if once a day, there was like a random winner at the bank that got his fucking deposit doubled. And then it's one of them days you're in there with some dumb shit putting $40 in.
I'm imagining a scenario where she's riding you on top, and you're looking up at her and you're like, before I died I was gonna ask you to marry me. See what he fucking does.
Yeah.
God
That's
damn,
some dark
dude.
destroying shit right there.
That's
All right.
bad, dude.
Well,
I like to imagine that he has a bowl of lollipops on the desk and puts all the money through that money counter thing. It's kind of hot.
yeah.
And she saves all the silver coins for me when I come to the bank. So I like silver, too. And, I guess I didn't really answer it. I would probably continue as well up to a certain point. Probably that point being when my wife found out.
Yeah. Yeah, you better get your dicks up, though.
Probably still would anyway, so.
Good.
But anyways, that is our show. Unless anybody has something they'd like to bring up right here in the 11th hour.
Tyler
Peter?
wanted us to mention our Instagram.
Yeah, we have an Instagram. Oh,
Apparently we
shit.
do.
Do we have a MySpace?
I think Tom is our only friend.
I heard he actually says our Instagram is pretty popping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to friend it or whatever you do on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that
I
works.
have it on the phone, and, back when he
I
first
hate
started it, I looked at it a couple times. I don't know how to do shit on it. I'm starting to sound like the fucking old guy. Like with this
No, because I am
fucking
too.
mixer
I don't
and that
understand it.
fucking program and, our Skype problems. It's like, I can't get this fucking technology to work anymore. I'm getting old.
See, for my problem and I don't have a problem with Instagram if it's getting us likes and shit, but my problem with Instagram is it's the same stuff I see on Facebook without any conversation.
Right.
And I don't get it. I'm sure it's for some people. I just don't get
See,
it.
that's like in the chats that we're all in. I wish you could directly reply to something that somebody said.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we'll go back and scroll something that happened like 5 minutes ago, and people have said it, and you might want to make a point.
Hey, whoa. Shh. That's a good idea, man. You gotta sell that to Facebook.
Fuck
Yeah.
Facebook. We're putting it on Fuckbook.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm good on that. All
I
right.
need some popcorn. This shit's good.
All right, then. Take us out.
Bye, everybody. Peter.
See y'all next week.
And we're out.
Since some people are too lazy to read, here are the shout-outs. Shout out to TF and WTF Ever, the greatest Transformers and what the fuck ever Facebook group ever. Elno Customs, an international consortium of Transformers customizers and creators. Third-party TF Crashers, Yula Blamo. Hail Hasbro Reviews with Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. Shattercast Uncut, Bobby Skullface Reviews, Legions for the Fountain of Material, the Realm of Collectors, Figure Banging, the entire Cool Table Network, the Blackout and Shout Podcast, and of course, girls who make bad decisions with their bodies, and the fathers and or uncles that made them that way. And we wouldn't be a show without alcohol, marijuana, and coffee, the lifeblood of this program. If you liked what you heard and want more, like and subscribe. Comment and let us know what you thought. If you're on Facebook and want to join the party and become a fellow dreg, we're at TF and WTF Ever. All hate mail can be sent to TKO the Podcast at gmail.com. We'll be back next week with some more nonsense.